Mark, it's me. Leaving a voicemail feels stupid, but then again, so does walking out on your wife when we've come this far. You said it was too much, that you couldn't handle it, but what about me, Mark? Did you think I'm not scared too? Do you think I didn't wonder if this was all worth it?
Surprise! I brought snacks, wine. Ooh, wait. Scratch the wine. IVF, right? No booze. Okay, who died?
Mark. Not literally, but he might as well have.
Ah, the Great Disappearing Act. Still sulking about this departure?
Sulking? Try processing the fact that the person I married just gave up.
Classic. Men always think they're the heroes in their own tragedies. Oh, woe is me! The IVF bills are too much! My fragile ego can't take it! There it is, the tiniest smirk. Progress!
It's not funny.
It's a little funny. Is that what I think it is?
Leftover. Haven't bothered to use it.
You mean you haven't checked? Oh, honey, we are doing this right now.
What? No, it's pointless.
What's the worst that could happen? Negative? Been there, done that. But what if, just what if, it's not?
Fine. But only so you'll shut up.
Jeez, this place needs a cleanup crew. And a priest. Well,
we have to wait.
I hate this part. So, tell me, what's the first thing you'll do if it's positive?
Cry.
That's a given. What's the second thing?
I don't know, call Mark.
Wrong answer. The correct answer is to celebrate good times with me!
I don't know if I can do this. Alone, I mean.
You will not be alone. You have me, and you have you, and trust me, you're tougher than you give yourself credit for! It's positive! See, I told you, you're amazing!
What am I supposed to do now?
Whatever you want, Clara. This is your story now.
You know, I could have ended this all a year ago when I went to the clinic. They told me you could always start over when I was struggling to decide if IVF was even an option.
Yeah, I remember. You were so scared, but you didn't. You kept going.
I could still end it, you know. That's the thing. I could go down to the clinic tomorrow and it's as if this never happened.
But you won't.
I don't know. There's a part of me that wonders if I should, if it's too much.
It's not that simple though, is it?
No, and it shouldn't be. There is this pressure to make the right decision, but who gets to decide what's right when no one understands what's going on inside your head?
It's one of the hardest things. People don't realize how complicated it gets. I mean, when I was in college, I had an abortion. It wasn't easy. I remember walking into the clinic, and the moment I sat down in that waiting room, it felt like the whole world was staring at me. Like everyone was judging me for the choice I had to make. No one tells you that, Clara. There's all these feelings tangled up in it. Guilt, fear, confusion, grief.
You never told me.
I didn't want to. It wasn't something I felt like I was ready to share, but I get why you're so scared. There's so much pressure, and there's all this noise about what we should do, but no one talks about the emotional weight of the decision.
It's crazy. I'm holding this little life inside of me right now, and I have no idea what to do with it. Or if I even can. What if I end up failing this tiny person before they even get a chance?
There is no such thing as the perfect answer, Clara. But I know this. You're stronger than you think, and I'll be there every step of the way.
You know what gets me, though? It's how people act like abortion is a terrible thing. Like, no one should ever make that choice. But if they actually had to live inside our shoes, inside our lives, maybe they see it's not so simple. It's not just some, oh, I don't feel like being pregnant today kind of nonsense. It's not just a matter of being pro-life or pro-choice. It's about being pro-autonomy.
Exactly. It's about our choices, our bodies, our futures. We're not robots that can be programmed to fit some moral ideal. And for what? They have no clue what it's like. It's a whole new level of disrespect.
I don't want to be ashamed of what I decide. I shouldn't have to. And I don't want anyone to tell me it's wrong.
They can't. And who are they anyway? Bored, lonely people mindlessly ranting online about what the news told them was wrong? Don't let their ignorance get to you. Only you get to make this choice.
I've spent years fighting for this. Every shot, every doctor's visit, every heartbreak when another cycle failed. You know, I told myself it would be worth it because, in the end, I'd have my baby. Our baby. And now he's not even here.
But you are, and so is this little one.
Lucky kid. Already down a parent in there, not even the size of a peanut.
Second, screw Mark. If he didn't want to be here, that's on him, not on you, and not on this baby. He had a choice, but he walked away. But you've been in the trenches, Clara. You chose to keep going, even when it felt impossible.
But I don't know if I can do this alone.
Clara, what have I said 1,000,000 times? You are not alone.
Not in the friendship sense, I know, but financially, emotionally. Raising a whole person, that's huge. And Mark leaving proves what I was afraid of all along. Maybe I'm not strong enough.
Bull. You were always enough. Mark didn't leave because you weren't. He left because he wasn't.
What if I fail?
Then you fail. And I'll be there as a safety net.
I've spent so much time being scared. Scared I'd never get pregnant. Scared I'd lose the baby if I did. Scared I wouldn't be strong enough to go through this. You know what? Screw the letter. Screw Mark! I spent so much time fighting for this. IVF, the debt, the heartbreak. I did that! I'm not letting him be the reason I doubt it now.
Ooh, there she is! Yeah!
I'm having this baby. Not for Mark. Not for some idealized version of my life that doesn't exist anymore, but for me.
Hell yes you are! Oh!
I think it's time I stop looking back.
Damn right. Now I believe we have some celebrating to do.
With snacks, no wine, remember!
I'm fully prepared for a 9-month dry spell if it means being the best aunt ever.
You know, I used to think strength meant not breaking, just holding everything together no matter how much it hurts.
And now?
Now I think maybe there is strength in breaking, just a little. Letting the pieces fall and choosing which ones to pick back up.
Damn, that was poetic. You writing a memoir I don't know about?
Maybe I should. How to get pregnant, go broke, and lose your husband in 3 easy steps.
Bestseller, no question.
But seriously, Maya, thank you for always showing up.
Hey, someone has to make sure you don't turn into a tragic recluse who talks to her houseplants.
Joke's on you. I already do.
Okay, but real talk. What now?
I'll figure it out. One step at a time.
Damn right you will. Now, for step 1, ice cream?
Fine, but I'm driving.